Hello and welcome to the TMC Newsroom. My name is Rich Tehrani. Thanks for watching. We're at Interop 2011. We're in Las Vegas, Nevada. On our show is Dan O'Donnell, the VP of Business Development of Network Critical. Dan, welcome to our show. How are you?
Thank you. Doing great. Having a wonderful show.
So let's start off by talking a little bit about what your company does.
Sure. Network Critical is a private company. We've been around for about 10 years, and we make taps, which are enablers for a lot of the appliances and the tools that you see around the show today that help companies secure their networks, protect data, analyze the networks, understand applications, and really a wide variety of different uses. And they all need to see the data that's flowing across the network links in order to do their job, and we provide the access to those to that data.
Now, how have you seen the market evolve over the last few years as there's been an explosion in data use? Has that been a corresponding increase in business? Is that how it works?
It has, in terms of data use, in terms of speed, the fast growth from 1 gig to 10 gig, and also the security, the increase in the security market. As the speeds get faster, the need for greater and more sophisticated security becomes greater, and so all of these events have helped the growth in the appliance industry, which in turn helps us grow. The more appliances that are out there, the greater the need for taps to provide the access.
And you've got some news at the show, right?
Yes, we're really excited about a new product that we're introducing at the show. We call the AFS for Aggregating Filtering System, and it's a single unit device, one rack unit, and it provides data switching for 1 gig and 10 gig circuits. And part of the beauty of this particular product is that we can go from 8 ports to 48 ports in a single rack unit, and every single port is individually configurable for either 1 gig or 10 gig. So it's a very flexible product. Depending on what the environment is, it can fit into many different environments in service providers or data centers.
So in terms of the typical customer, how do I know if I'm watching the video that I would be someone who could benefit from what you're selling?
If you're a large data center, e-commerce service provider, you have a need for a variety of different appliances to help secure, protect, and manage your network, then we provide the data switches to be able to provide the access to the links, and then also to move the data around as necessary to those various appliances. And so we really cut across all the market segments: financial, government, healthcare. That really isn't important, because all those data centers have the same basic requirements to use these appliances and to get the access to the data links into the appliances.
What's next for the company?
We're looking at, our roadmap has a couple of pretty exciting pieces to it. We are working on a product now that it will provide 1 gig, 10 gig, 40 gig, and 100 gig access to links. As you know, there's a lot of talk about moving from 10 gig to 40 gig and 40 gig to 100 gig. Well, while we may not be immediately coming out with the modules, but the next platform that we're releasing will be compatible all the way up to scale, so that customers who buy this platform now, they may be using 1 and 10 gig. As they make the transition to 40 and 100, they will not have to be changing platforms, just buy another module.
So maybe modules, right, you just plug them in.
Yeah.
And so how does this help you competitively in the market?
Competitively, first of all, our products being modular are unique compared to our competitors. It gives us a lot of flexibility on how we can configure the ports individually and add and grow the systems without changing the entire system out.
Right.
So as we move into the next phase, into 40 and 100 gig, this will play in a huge way, because customers will be moving from 10 to 40. There's a lot of talk that customers may not, may bypass the 40 altogether
I've heard
and go
that.
directly to 100. But there are some customers that may not be able to
Well,
wait
right, because
until
they don't
100.
have the
So,
patience.
with this type of
I guess the luxury to wait because they have to make a decision now.
Exactly. They need the speed now. And so with this type of a platform, will allow you to migrate your 10s to 40, and then down the road, when 100 becomes available and cost effective, make that move simply by adding modules or changing out modules rather than changing your entire platform.
Very exciting. And you think that that'll be something that'll be scalable beyond 100 gig? I mean, we don't know, right?
Well, yeah, that's a good question. Beyond 100 gig is anybody's guess.
Okay.
That 100 gig is as far out as I've heard anybody speaking in terms of links today.
Okay, fantastic. Well, thanks for being on the program.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been great.
Likewise.